Already pot lickers. Now that officially this accident is finally done, insurance is done, tickets are done, dealing with court is done, let's talk about it. So I've had a lot of comments like this. Oh, your sled's not totaled. It's not totaled. Just fix it. One, what is the point of having insurance on a brand new sled if you're just going to fix it yourself? It was totaled. The whole underside of the sled was fucked. Now, I thought the same thing after I got it home. I was like, oh, this ain't bad. And then I opened the side panels, and in this video, the side panels are opened. They're not even close to the same level. The reason being, the whole frame is fucked. It ended up being just shy of $9,000 in damages, and $5,000 was parts. Granted, those are Skidoo parts, so obviously it costs more. Even if you did aftermarket, it's going to cost $3,000 to fix. Why? Pay my $500 deductible, total the sled out, and get a brand new sled, which we did. That's a 25 Renegade now. With the 900 turbo. We actually upgraded. So let's talk about the accident and what happened, because in this picture, I'm going to assume most of you think it's my fault because I am on the other side of the trail, which I was on the other side of the trail after I hit this snowbank. So right here is my woman's MXZX. Right behind her is the other person that was headed south of me. I was going north, they were going south. As you see, this is a very small corner. It's not a big corner, okay? I went up onto the snowbank here. As you can see, these are the other person's tracks. You can actually follow them right down to her sled. That's parked on the wrong side of the fucking trail. So I was coming around this slight bend, and as you go around this corner, it's corners more. I should have taken a picture of that to better show that, but, you know, this is all like 15 minutes after the accident. I was thinking about pictures and, you know, make sure other people are okay. But, so as you see here, right when we get basically right next to each other is when she finally swerves, and there would have been enough room to squeeze by at a foot, if I'm lucky. But as you can see, as we get closer here, she was on my side of the trail. So I swerved. I ended up onto the snowbank here, which lifted my whole ski up. And you can see in how tall this snowbank is. It's the size of the sled. When I hit that, I went left. My whole sled went like this. Your natural instinct is to turn into it so you don't fall over. And if I wouldn't have turned into it, my body would have hit the other oncoming sled, and I might not be here. Who knows? Here's a better picture. Here's even more of her tracks. Yeah, all the way on my side. And I ended up obviously coming onto the, because you can see my tracks there, because I lost control of the sled, I ended up hitting this guy's sled. I felt bad for the guy. It was his wife's sled he was on. This technically wasn't even my sled that I was on. It was just a fluke ordeal that I was on the 23. So we were both on sleds that aren't our personal sleds. And I ended up, my left ski must have picked up after I finally plopped it back down. So I almost dropped my phone. I must have went like this and back to this, because you can see where my ski is. It only stopped on his handlebars. Thankfully, he actually got flung over the snowmobile. He wasn't hurt. He's in his 60s. Very nice guy. I hit straight dash and fell over. I didn't flip over. He flipped over. And you can actually see in this picture here, right in this area is actually where his body landed. It was a very, very fucking freak accident. It was just an accident. You know, I'm not blaming the girl that was on my side of the trail. It is what it is. We live, we learn. There's sleds, they're replaceable. But I remember hitting this, and like, I swear to God, I'm going to get PTSD from this shit. This is my first accident ever. Like, I've never had something this big happen to me. When I was laying on the ground, like, at first I was like, oh shit, I crashed. And I looked up and I seen the sleds. And then I immediately went, where the fuck is the other guy? And I was able to kind of weasel. You can actually see some of my footprints there. I was able to like spin myself on the ground to see he's laying on the ground. And I didn't fucking care about the sleds. I wanted to make sure he was okay. So I'm still on the ground because I couldn't move at first. And trying to make sure he was okay. And then when he didn't say anything right away, fucking the amount of adrenaline that pulses through your body, I immediately stood up and I was on him, like making sure he's good. He's great. He was just a little bruised and sore. I was very bruised because my chest hit that handlebar, and that fucking hurts. Who would have thunk? My knees, basically everything from knee down, black and blue, because my knees hit the fucking it was one of the worst accidents. Well, the worst accident I've ever been in. The fuck? So this is after we got my sled flipped back over. I wanted to make sure we could drive it back. We're in bumfuck of the UP, so there is no service. So I actually ended up driving the sled to the next bar, which was about 15, 20 miles away. He was able to drive his sled. So when I got it back, I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. You know, that don't look like a lot of damage. Yeah, I didn't realize the whole body was fucked. Like the whole underside, the belly pan, everything bent. Right where this A-arm actually bolts into, that aluminum is snapped. Actually, when I got this sled home, that other piece of aluminum broke. All 4 control arms were broken or bent. I think the only thing in the front that might have been savable is the front bumper and the shocks. Because this ski is actually fucked. That ski might have been okay. And here's the other guy's sled. As you see, very severely smashed. You would think it's all plastic. It's not. The aluminum was snapped on the shock mounts. Most likely, I never asked him if his sled got totaled out. So yeah, it was a freak accident. And basically, when it got all said and done, the cops gave me a ticket for reckless driving because I was on their side of the trail. They never took my statement. They only took the other parties. Which, whatever. It is what it is. I didn't luckily have to go to court. I was able to call the prosecutor because otherwise I had to drive back up in the UP. I'm in Wisconsin. That's in Newberry where that happened. That's about a 3.5, 4 hour drive one way for me. So thankfully I didn't have to take off work to go to court. But anyway, I talked to the prosecutor. He just basically said, well, you got a clean record. You've never done anything dumb. How about we just give you a ticket for no registration, which is $150. And I was like, I don't feel I deserve a ticket because I didn't do anything wrong. It was a freak accident. I'm like, if anything, you know, maybe the other party deserves a ticket for being on the wrong side of the trail. I'm like, you have the pictures, you have their statement. And he's like, well, I'm going off what the cops said and their statement. I'm like, yeah, where's my statement? So he basically said, well, you can fight it, but it's going to cost $100 in court fees plus driving up there. So I just said, fuck it, paid the $150. And he basically said, just make sure you don't do anything dumb in Newberry. It's not on my record. No registration is like a town ticket. Like no one will know about it unless they go to the town of Newberry and look at my record. So whatever, fuck it. I paid the $150. It's done. It's over. Whole ordeal's over. Totaled that sled out. Got a new sled. It's done. It's over. I'll be back. But that was one reason I haven't been making videos. As you know, I've been posting every weekday. I used to post 2 to 3 videos a day. Then I went to just 2 to 3 videos during the week. Now I'm down to a video a week. And I haven't posted a video since February 14th. And I've been going through a lot of shit other than the accident. And I finally feel I'm ready to come back. I'm glad I took this break off of social media. Because if you don't know, I don't have social media. I have TikTok. That is my social media. I don't have FaceSpace. I have Snapchat, but I don't talk to anybody. I mostly just talk to my woman and that's it. Like, I kind of do my own thing. I don't really talk to people. So this is my only form of, like, social media and communicating with others beyond, you know, this household. So I finally feel I'm ready to come back. I might not post every day, but now that winter is officially over, truck stuff will come back, and I'll have to make fun of diesel people again, because man, that made me happy all summer. So probably going to do a lot of that. Ignore the bus. And actually, the first car-related content will be on that Hyundai Azura, because fuck them cars. Foreign cars. Fuck foreign cars. If it ain't American built by Donald J. Trump, who's gonna fuck me on my snowmobiles, because there's no goddamn way Skidoo is coming to America. You dumb motherfucking terror. Bullshit is fucking me. All my things are foreign except, even my trucks are foreign, even though they say Chevy. They're not American, let's be honest. I like my cheap Chinese junk. I like my cheap Canadian junk. And I like my cheap Mexican junk.